The Blue Belt, Part 2. After being chosen by the magical blue belt in the dark, magical forest and unearthing his uncle and auntie's true intentions, Leo left his home and decided to live in the dark forest itself. Leo had never ventured so deep into the forest before, but for some reason, he was always attracted to the mysterious jungle. He had heard tales of spirits and ghosts from the villagers, but he never believed them. How can something so beautiful be something so scary? Leo neither believed in magic nor in ghosts. Huh? What was that? Leo quickly took out his belt and slapped it on the ground. His blue belt turned into a sword. He was ready to attack whatever jumps out of that bush. Huh? Leo was scared, but he had to protect himself. Ah! Leo had never seen a creature this big before, but the creature didn't attack. It seemed intrigued by Leo, and to Leo's surprise, he bowed down to him. Instinctively, Leo lowered the sword and bowed down in reply to the wolf. Although knowing nothing other than his home in the village, Leo knew that all creatures deserved to be respected. Hi, I'm Leo. Why do I feel like you know me? Whoa! You need a friend, bud? I love your blood red eyes, you know that? From now on, I will call you Red. Leo continued on this adventure with Red. He was happy to find some company. But Leo didn't know that on the other side of Morana, his destiny was getting ready. Princess Ella, your father has requested your presence.
You called for me, father?
Ella, you aren't just my daughter, but you are also the general of my army, Morana's army, and our people look up to you.
Of course, father, but why are you talking about this now?
His terror has gripped the neighboring kingdoms. His power has been increasing. Their army is larger than ours, and more gruesome too. I was averting war to protect our people, but I am afraid we cannot avoid it anymore. War is inevitable.
Father, who are you talking about?
Cyril.
Father, as your daughter and the general of our army, I promise to bring peace to ours and the neighboring kingdoms. We will march to Cyril at once. I will defeat the king of Cyril. No amount of magic or foul means is now going to protect him from his fate.
Far away from the beautiful Morana was Cyril, which was ruled by the fallen king, Ogly. Flowers never bloomed in this place, and neither this barren land ever bore any fruit. Ella, the able, the strong, princess of Morana. Such a beautiful little princess. She deserves to be preserved, isn't it, hun? A beauty like hers needs to be kept the way it is. Forever. With my magic potion, she too will freeze in time. Marcus! Is there enough potion now to poison the stream, my faithful friend? Ogly knew very well that the drinking water for the kings of all the 4 neighboring kingdoms was supplied through a common stream of river. All I have to do is poison that stream and all kings will be frozen in time. Well, you are always welcome in my kingdom, sweet Ella. While Ogly conspired a plan to freeze the royals of the neighboring kingdoms, away from his evilness, Leo was discovering new magic in the forest with his new friend Red. Wow, they are all so cute. Hey, little guy. Legend had it that the magical creatures of the dark forest were hostile towards the villagers. But for some reason, they all seemed to like Leo. Leo had begun to love living in the forest. He climbed tall trees with the help of his magic belt and ate delicious fruits. He felt safer there than he had ever felt anywhere else. The magical forest felt like his real home. Trees, plants, animals all loved Leo and always protected and cared for him. Unaware about the evil lurking around, Leo was happy with his little world and was busy exploring. On the other side, Ogly's freezing potion was getting ready.
Marcus, my friend, you are a genius!
Without wasting another minute, Ogly packed the vial in his robe, and wanting to oversee the whole process himself, Ogly disguised himself as a young little maid and left to poison the rivers. Nobody was aware about Ogly's plan, so no kingdom could stop him. He quietly went in the dark and simply emptied the vial in the rivers of all the 4 neighboring kingdoms. The poison snaked in the water, glistening. And the next morning, this water tastes funny. This continued to all the kingdoms, including Morana.
Princess! His Highness! You must come now!
The inevitable had happened. The king of Morana was frozen in time. Now it was all upon the shoulder of their general, Princess Ella.
Ready the troops! We attack Serral today!
Morana's king was dying. That was enough battle cry for the troops.
The army of Serral possibly already know that we seek to attack them. They must be hidden in the dark forest. But make sure that no harm is caused to the magical creatures of this forest. This is sacred land.
But sadly, the army of Serral didn't think of this land as sacred. As Ella had thought, Serral's army was hiding in the forest.
Attack!
A war broke out right in the middle of the dark forest. Just as a creature was about to attack on Ella from behind. Oh, I don't think so, buddy. Without much training in warfare, Leo fought with all his might to protect Morana's army from Serral. Ella was intrigued with this strange man with the strange sword. And just then...
Your arrogance will be the death of your people, princess. Surrender to my greatness now.
You are a monster. Your greatness is derived from your black magic. Morana would rather die than to surrender to your evil rule. Defreeze my father this instant.
What? The king is frozen?
Missing your papa, princess? Maybe you would like to be iced to match with your father.
Ella fearlessly stood her ground. But suddenly, Leo came in between Ogly's magic and Ella.
No!
Stupid mortal.
But something was happening. The wind in the forest had changed its course. The hyenas were screaming, and the birds began to chirp loudly. To everybody's surprise, Leo's blue belt shone and he cracked open the ice. Leo was now the man with a glowing blue pearl on his forehead. He stood tall and was different than the innocent and quiet Leo before the war. The new Leo was stronger, with battle-ready eyes.
What? This is impossible. Ah! What? No! This cannot be possible! You are a myth! The legendary protector of the magical forest? It's just a story! You cannot be true!
Leo stomped his feet on the ground, and all the roots and trees grew taller to match with Ogly, who was floating above. They gripped his arms and legs and pulled him, smashing him on the ground.
Ah! Ow!
You don't deserve your power, Ogly. You have grabbed this power from the magical creatures of this sacred forest. I will give that power back to those who truly deserve it. Leo held up his hand and extracted all the power from Ogly and gave it back to the forest. Ogly was now a mortal man.
Huh? What happened?
Well, that should teach him a lesson. Oh, Princess, are you okay?
You are the protector of the magical forest.
Well, that's something I realized recently, too. Sounds like a big deal, isn't it?
It is a big deal. Don't you know? The magical forest and all the neighboring kingdoms have been waiting for you. I have been waiting for you. Your Majesty.
Okay. Hey, where's Red? The magic wasn't over. Red was drinking the water from the pond that had just regained its magic. And within moments, Red was transformed into a woman. What? Who are you?
I am the unfortunate woman who was kept away from her son because of evil Ogly's curse. And I am also the fortunate mother of the protector of the magical forest.
What? Mother?
I'm sorry, son. I know the hardships you must have faced in my absence. But you have grown up to be more than what I expected. And I am so proud of you.
The forest rejoiced as the mother embraced her long-lost son. Leo, with his magic, defreezed the king of Morana and other neighboring kingdoms. Leo and Ella found a perfect match in each other and decided to tie the knot, making them the protectors of Morana, the magical forest, and all the neighboring kingdoms.